talk about Sjenica lamb PDO. It's a local, let's say, product that is registered at the national level of Serbia, and it's still not registered at the EU level. So we are talking about PDO registration that is at the, let's say, non-EU level registration. But at the national level of Serbia. So I'm going to just briefly describe our mountain region where we are working, and then I'm going to talk about the value chain and quality scheme and some implications that this PDO registration can have and still have actually for this product, and about a couple of next steps how to improve the resilience and sustainability of this region and the product. Well, this we are talking about the Šumadija and Western Serbia, which actually belongs to the Dinaric Alps that are going from Slovenia to all the way to the south to North Macedonia. And this is our small, let's say, area that we are talking about is this violet one. And I just try to enlarge this for you to see. So this region of Šumadija and Western Serbia starts from the river of Drina on the west and then to the West Marova to the south. And it is bordering with Montenegro, Kosovo, and North Macedonia. The smaller, let's say, our area that we are working with and that actually where this Sjenica lamb is protected is the Pešter Plateau. And this area is very, let's say, famous because this is one of the, not one, but actually it's the largest and highest karst field on the Balkans. It is a highland that is at 1,150 meters to 1,490 meters altitude, and has many protected areas because this used to be a lake that was actually now dry, and that's why there are many different natural reserves and also a Ramsar site. And there are many endangered and protected species in this area. This area is also very important for and famous by its temperature extremes. So because this is a highland and it's very, let's say, flat, I would say, with a lot of different influences from the different weather conditions. So we have there in the winter times some weather extremes that goes, the temperature goes down to the minus 35 degrees, and in the summertime it goes up to the 40 degrees even. There is another very interesting thing about this area, that this is a multicultural and multinational area of Serbia, and there is very good, let's say, communities that are living together of Serbian Orthodox and Muslim Bosniaks. And the main economic activity of this area is, of course, livestock production, because this is underdeveloped area and is very traditionally livestock production area. With very, let's say, represented livestock production of cattle and sheep. Another characteristic of this area is that these livestock systems are free range or nomadic livestock systems, and the grazing is done on the natural pastures, and all this results in very high quality meat and milk products. This is a small sneak peek, let's say, of the area you can see on the photo. And as we are talking about Sjenica lamb PDO, we just tried here to just put up some information about this, let's say, value chain. So as I already said, this is a nomadic free-range livestock system. There is a high level of traditional knowledge of local farmers for this in this value chain, because this production dates from the Turkish times. So it's very, very long tradition. And there is a strong family, let's say, production because, as I already said, these communities are mostly large families and multi-generational families that are living together. So this we can consider a family production for many, let's say, decades and sometimes even centuries. When it comes to the PDO, as I already said, this is protected at the national level of Serbia in 2012, and there is a specific breed of Sjenica sheep. This sheep is very characteristic because it is adopted to these harsh conditions that I already explained. There is a traditional processing, so there are two more, let's say, PDOs that are connected to this production. And there is also, let's say, weak connectivity between these families that are working in this area, and there is not so many, or actually almost none, cooperative or association, or they are very weak. So they are very dependent on the middleman and other, let's say, intermediaries that are coming and buying their products. So when it comes to these PDO products that I mentioned, we have Sjenica lamb meat, which has very strong reputation. But unfortunately, this, let's say, PDO is still not certified. So very often the meat is not linked to its extraordinary origin, and there is a high fraud possibility for this product because there is a strong reputation of the Sjenica lamb, and people really recognize this quality and want to actually buy it. But unfortunately, there is also another thing that is stopping people for buying this meat, let's say, more often, because usually this meat is sold as a whole or half animal. And of course, it is very hard for the modern families, and especially in the urban areas, to use this meat as they are usually want to buy some cuts or something, some smaller, let's say, pieces for them. Another value chain that is combined with this lamb meat is the Sjenica cheese, which is actually the white cheese that you can see on the photo, and it is a cheese in brine, in brine. I don't know how to say. And then this is a very highly valorized product, but also only registered, not certified yet. And especially in some years like this, where there are high prices of inputs for livestock production, producers are balancing between production of the cheese and production of the meat, because, for example, this year for them it's much more profitable to produce and sell cheese, and then to save, let's say, animals for the later stages in the year to sell meat. There is another very traditional product that is also protected at the national level.
Please conclude, please.
Yes, Sjenica stella, and there is this is a dry sheep meat. Again, very not still very valorized. Sorry. Okay. So what we wanted to actually show as some important things for this value chain to improve and to make it sustainable, we have listed here different situations that we would like to change, not we, but producers, and together with us, of course, working. So as I already said, there are some problems in production, processing, like value chain and connected production to the territory. And I will not now read the current situation because I already said that, but some desired situations are, for example, that we will have a lamb meat sold under the PDO label at the national and international level. So therefore, there are certain actions like creating production organizations and promotional campaign for this very important and specific products. Also, there should be some promotion of the local knowledge on meat cuts, because as I already said, these specific cuts should be available in delicacy butcher shops or restaurants, because then it can be valorized in the right way. Some interesting innovations could be done here, and specifically for the region. And we, as my colleague previously said, we already started discussing that with some younger people in the area. And there should be, of course, some adopting to new environmental conditions and embedding sustainability of this code of practice of the PDO products to the climate change, which is already also happening, and some of the innovations might be linked to this. So this is my presentation. Thank you.